I don't trust this is anonymous. Nice try, Diddy. So what up, people? We're going to be reading the anonymous confessions that they have sent into the Discord onto this Google form. It is completely anonymous. Although I am going to try and guess sometimes. If I have a sneak suspicion that I know who this is, I'm going to be yapping. But I don't know who it is, and that's the beauty of it. Now, I purposely threw up down the side of my ex's bed and I never told him. Why though? My ex, was he there? Like, what the fuck? What is that even like? I have woken up though. I have fallen asleep and then woke up and puked. And when I did, my whole body convulsed so that when or like, is convulsed the right word? And then I woke up and I smacked my head on the wall and then started puking. You know what? I'm a wuss when it comes to like throwing up. I really am. Actually, since the first time I saw you on my TikTok For You page, I got intrigued and had to follow you because you had such good and attractive energy, so it pulled me. Every time I watch your videos, I kind of feel you in a way I can't describe. That I imagine spending an entire day with you, talking about everything under the sun and beyond, and hoping I'd get a kiss and a hug. Oriole, you didn't need to say all of that. I mean, you didn't need to say all. Sometimes I clean by shoving everything into a drawer and pretending the mess lives in a parallel dimension. This is not what I mean by anonymous confessions. I'm proud of myself because I haven't self-harmed in over a year, even though I really wanted to.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
I'm a kleptomaniac. What the fuck is a kleptomaniac? What is a kleptomaniac? And why are you... Everybody is trying to... What is this? They steal stuff. Nah. Bottom of the barrel type shit. Nah. There was I remember in primary school, there was a girl, she stole like a lollipop out of somebody's lunchbox or something. And we all knew who it was. It was BB, I think. And the teacher fucking rinsed her. Alright, you are strangely sexy. This is not a confession. This is called a factual statement. And I don't know what you mean by strangely either. You mean obviously. I think you need to go back to English school. Obviously sexy is more along the line. Me and my best friend used to get with each other when we were younger. He's now gay. I'm not being funny, my brother, but it sounds like you are too. And there's nothing wrong with it. You know, the closet can't be that comfortable. You know, there's hangers in there. There's fabrics in there. There's all sorts of stuff, which I understand gay people love fabrics and stuff. But like, I'm just saying that like, there's a big wide world out there full of, you know, men's pecs and feet and whatever floats your boat. I know the password to my boyfriend's phone and read it every now and then since he cheated last year. Why are you still with somebody that cheated on you, bruv? Wake up and break up, as Ariel said. Cheating is unforgivable. Disgusting. That is how I feel about that. You've been my crush for almost 9 years, bro. Ariel, you didn't need to put in more than one confession. You didn't need to put more than one confession. That's crazy. That's crazy. I still suck my thumb at 23. This has to be Jamie. The next time I see her, I'm like, show me your thumbs. Show me your fucking thumbs, is what I'm saying the next time I see you. The most life-transforming experience I ever went through was to have an abortion, but I can't be 100% open about it because I never dared to tell my parents and I always fear they'll hear about it indirectly. Woo! Well, damn. Single homicide. Have you seen that meme? Damn! Double homicide. What, bitch? You're not the roots of the fruit she wants to produce. You know, you're not. So, I have 2 kids. My second is just 7 months old. I work full time and my fiance has a job that requires him to work close to 120 hours a week, which puts mostly everything on me, including nights, and he doesn't sleep through the night yet. I can't handle another baby right now between work, my kids and my mental health. I made the decision to take the abortion pill because it was the best decision to make, and I want to be the best mum I can be to my children, and no having another child as soon as would affect that. I'm not dealing with the overwhelming guilt of it. I feel like such an awful person. I'm Catholic. I feel like God is going to punish me. Well, the only punishment that you're experiencing is the guilt, to be honest. And, like, you need to make peace with the decisions that you made in the past. Was it the right decision? Your body, your choice, I guess. I hope you told your fiance, is all I'm going to say to that. A guy who lived with me used to sleepwalk. One night I awoke to something awful. About 7 years ago, I let a young guy move in with me because he was struggling. He told me he has been known to sleepwalk before, so I had expected something weird to happen, but nothing prepared me for what would soon happen. One night, I woke up to him turning the light on in my room, walking to the corner and pulling down his pants. Okay. One night, I woke up to him turning the light on in my room, walking to the corner and pulling down. Oh, I've just fucking read the same sentence twice. What the fuck? I said his name a few times to see if he was awake, but lo and behold, didn't work. He proceeded to let his entire bladder empty out on my blatty. Oh, God, I'm in front of a live audience. Fucking, let me channel Russell Brand and not fuck up a single word. This is embarrassing. I said his name a few times to see if he was awake, but lo and behold, didn't work. He proceeded to let his entire bladder empty out on my wall and floor. After that, he crawled right back in bed and curled up with a pillow like nothing had ever happened. I got him to wake up and told him what happened, and to please clean up the mess that was made. He got very upset, and that I didn't stop him. But I know I couldn't have, but to this day it plays rent-free in my head. Okay. That is fucking crazy. You know, when I was living in, I don't know, I'm not going to tell you where I was living, but there was tenants, and one time I had to kick out the tenant. And when I did, like, all of their room was, like, I had to go into their room and, like, bag their stuff up and whatever. And when I was doing that, I went into the cupboard. I was with my dad, and there was a vase full of urine, a piss vase. Now, this is a product of trauma. Maybe social anxiety in a shared living space that you don't want to go out and piss, so you piss in there and then you keep it in there and you don't think anything of it. It's like a form of control, I think. But I remember my dad was like, "Oh my God, is that piss?" And I was like, "I don't know, is it piss?" And he was like, "Smell it." I did smell it. Yup. Yup, it's piss. Yup, it's piss. That is fucking piss. If I ever knew piss to be piss, that was definitely piss. And I'm never gonna listen to you ever again when you say smell it. So I'm 18, a female, and just graduated high school. I recently hooked up with this guy I've been talking to for a little while. Things were going well and I was kind of nervous, but excited since it was my first time doing anything serious with someone. We were hanging out at his place and things got a bit more intimate than I expected. Honestly, I wasn't totally ready for what he wanted to do next, but I didn't want to hurt his feelings or make things awkward. So when he started going further than I was comfortable with, I just pretended to be asleep. Nah. I know probably not the best move, but I didn't know how else to handle it in the moment. Eventually he stopped and asked if I was okay. Bitch! I'm asleep! Okay, what are you talking about, okay? I told him the truth after that, and thankfully he was super understanding. We ended up talking a lot more about boundaries and what we both wanted. Looking back, I wish I'd been more upfront from the start, but sometimes it's hard to speak up when you're nervous. Don't be nervous! And don't want to ruin the vibe. Right, people pleasing 101. People pleasing. What? Somebody said, "Been there, girl." What? You've been there. That's crazy. That is fucking crazy. Her son stole from my daughter. I stole her future. Okay, this is about to get fucking rough. I want to make this brief. I had what I thought was a best friend. We both had a lot of kids. I was a single mother of 4. I had 4 by my ex-husband. She had many fathers. You know how the story goes. We watched each other's kids for free. Me for work or college, her for more time with her new man. I found out the hard way that one of her sons that was older than my daughter molested her. Oh, for fuck's sake. She found out before I did and didn't tell me, and then started pushing me and my children away, blaming things on my oldest son like smoking that he never would do. There was literally proof on their cameras that her child molester son, picked up a cigarette butt. So I fucked her fiance. Okay. Nah, what the fuck? And now they're broken up. She never worked a day and lived off him with 3 to 4 exes with 5 kids. She hurt my family deeply as we trusted her. I feel like it was fair. Anonymous, because I'm gonna be crucified. These hoes ain't loyal. I had sex with a homeless person in 2005 and it was worth it. Alright, okay. First of all, Brev, what the fuck? This was 4 days ago. This confession is 4 days ago, so 20 years ago. So I was going home after my every evening walk when suddenly a woman appeared and asked me for money, food, or anything. She was wearing a pink dress. I said I had no money and tried to pass around her, but she literally grabbed me and started crying desperately, begging for me to just stay with her that night. I don't have sex in years. Every man is disgusted of me. I stared at this bridge the whole day, gathering strength to jump and finally end it all. So please, sir, stay with me this night. And so I did. Condom, of course. The next day she wasn't there. I hope she is doing okay right now. What the fuck is wrong with you lot? She would have got a left hook before she got a fucking upper hook, if you know what I'm saying. Upper cut. I pretend to miss people, friends and family members. I don't miss anyone. Right, did I write this shit? Did I write this shit? People be like, miss you, and I'm like, miss you too. But really, I'm self-absorbed. And I don't really think about you that much, to be honest. I'm in the present moment. I don't miss anyone. Please don't get me wrong. I love my family and I've been so fortunate to make great friends that I share a connection with. But I don't miss anyone. Whenever we are apart for a long period of time, I have gone years without seeing my brother, for example, but I don't miss him at all. Of course, I make the effort of texting and reaching out because I know it makes him happy. He asked me to reach out more, but I just don't miss him. Same goes for my friends. I would go months without seeing them, and when we see each other, they tell me that they miss me, etc. And I tell them that I also miss them, but in reality, I just didn't. Don't get me wrong, they are amazing. They are great friends. I just didn't miss them, and I don't know why. I lie to my family and friends, telling them that I also miss them, but I don't, and I feel terrible for it. I wouldn't deep it, brother. Oh my god. I hired a professional cuddler from a cuddling website. Honestly felt like kinda a loser doing this. You are, first of all. You are. And that's okay. That radical, like, honesty. Take a look in the mirror. You paid somebody to cuddle you. You should have just downloaded Tinder. Free, by the way. I was in the 5th grade and it was my only source of material. I tried not to think about it being a game. Forgive me, EA. I masturbated to my Sims woohooing. Been there, my friend. Been there, my friend. Tight shit, tight shit, tight shit. I mean, I used to get braked up when they used to be doing it, you know, the thought of it type shit. Like, this is fucked up. This one is fucked up. I can't help it. I haven't even met him yet. I've just heard a lot about him, have seen pictures and heard his voice. I'm paranoid that when I do meet him, I'll be all weird around him. So much so that I don't want to meet him. Although my boyfriend and he are close, I'm sexually attracted to my boyfriend's dad. Maybe he's your soulmate. Maybe you gotta drop the young man and go for the wrinkly guy. You know? You girls like maturity. You know? Maybe you gotta give it a go. Personally, if that happened to me, I would probably jump off a cliff. I would jump off a cliff. Now, that's probably gonna happen to my son, let's be honest. Let's be fucking for real. You know? He's gonna be 25 and his girlfriend's gonna be coming round and I'm gonna be like, I don't know, how old will I be when he's 25? Well, he's not born yet. So let's say I have a kid by 30. Fuck, that's 2 years from now. That's crazy. Then I'll be 55. He'll be 25. Rip. I am an. How did they know this? Boyfriends. Lewandowski. Who's Lewandowski? I have a crush on our local delivery guy, so I order all kinds of shit just to see him. It started 6 weeks ago, then when I ordered a new electrical fan, he delivered it. I'm a 5'8", 19-year-old, and I think he's somewhere in between 24, 27, and he's really short, 5'5". I think. It's difficult to tell, there's a step at my door. Fuck's sake. He's so cute, it's not even funny. It says, the first time he came, I giggled, and it was... Wait, hang on a minute. All right, the first time he came to my house, I giggled and I was so flustered. I was really embarrassed about it. He was really nice and told me where to sign, etc. Bro, the fucking delivery guy turned up at my house yesterday and he was taking a picture at the floor because he put it at the floor, but I opened up the door just in time. And he picked the parcel up and he gave it to me. And so I'm holding the parcel. He's like, wait, I just need to take a picture. And I'm standing there. I'm standing there literally like this. Barefoot, mind you. Barefoot holding this package. And I'm like, is this motherfucker taking pictures of my feet? So I like quickly I did like the splits a little bit. I like did a little bit of a jump. So like one foot was over there and the other foot was there. I'm like, not today, delivery man. Not today. You don't get that. You don't get that. No, I'm still here right now, Abby. Boyfriend won't stop doing the Mickey Mouse voice during sex. I'm leaving him. Throwaway for obvious reasons. I'm 27 female, just discovered a ring box in my boyfriend's 29 nightstand and I think he's planning on proposing to me. I'm thinking of just dumping him. This all began 3 years ago when me and my boyfriend became intimate for the first time. We were fooling around and when he finished he did the Mickey Mouse laugh. At first I thought I misheard him or it was some sort of joke so I didn't bother mentioning it. For the next few times he didn't do anything so I thought it was a one-time thing. Then I made the mistake of suggesting to spice things up in the bedroom. He only talks to me in the Mickey Mouse voice during... He moans in a Mickey Mouse voice. He calls me princess in a Mickey voice, and I don't think I can take it anymore. Our bedroom time has always been limited as we both work very demanding jobs and our libido is specifically high, so I thought I could just overlook this aspect of our relationship since he is overall a great guy in all other aspects. Now that I found the engagement ring in his nightstand, I think I'm going to call it quits. I don't think I can take the Mickey voice for the rest of my life. First of all, lady, you're 27 years old. And he's 29. Just tell him to fucking stop. Just tell him to fucking stop. Don't leave the man that loves you and you love him because he's doing a weird voice. Like, you can communicate. You can communicate. Number 15, I made out with my cousin. And I really liked it. And I soaked my underwear. And I flashed my... And he's disgusted with himself. Alright, first of all, y'all need therapy. Sign up to my life coaching course. I will fix you. I will fix you. Actually, I don't know if there's any going back from that. Thank you for sitting with me through those confessions. They were, they started off really slow and boring, but they got a bit interesting near the end. Thank you for taking part, and I'll see you next time.